Welcome back. In the last video we have seen how to import an Excel into Collibra DGC. Now in this video we are going to learn how to create an relationship inside a domain. Now there are two ways to create a relationship. One is manually, another one is through the Excel sheet. We are going to learn both. So the Excel sheet we have already imported is this one, which is having two types of asset. One is table, another one is column. So by seeing these assets, we can identify that there are two relationship out of these two assets we can create. One is table contains column, another one is column is part of table. There may be multiple other relationships, but these two relationship we are going to create today. Now to create the relationship manually or through the Excel, for both the cases, first you need to select the relationship to show it into your template. To select your relationship, you just need to go into these 9 dots and select fields. Now you need to type the relationship you need to show here, that is column is part of table, another one is contains, that is table contains column. Now before we save this one, it is always a best practice to write the full relationship name you want to display into your template. So we'll write here column is part of table, and this one table contains column. That's it, and you go ahead and save this one. Now you can see your these two relationships will be visible here. Now if you want to create the relationship manually, now what you need to do, first, if you want to create this relationship, that is column is part of table, you need to go here and type the table name that you want to create the relationship with. Now the table here, it is account loader, right? So you go ahead and type account. Yeah, so you can see here account loader, there are multiple table with the same name, but through your domain name and your community name and also the full name, you can see this one is your table, right? That is training one community and training PDD domain and account loader. So you go ahead and select this one and right click. So you can see here the account loader table has been automatically created as a relationship, that is column is part of this account loader table, and also by default or automatically when you create this relationship that table contains the column acc_2, which is this one under which you have created this column is part of table, that relationship is also got created. Now there is another way. Now for this one we have only 11 assets, right? It can be a scenario there will be more than 1,000 assets, so it will be very time consuming for you to one by one manually create this relationship. For this, what you need to do, you just go into your Excel sheet and create the same relationship over here. So now we are going to create this column is part of table relationship into your Excel sheet. You just write the same thing, that is column is part of table, and you select the table name with which you want to create the relationship, that is account loader, and put it here and drag it with all the columns you need to create and save it. Now what you can do, you can re-upload this full thing, but before re-uploading you may better delete all the assets here because it may create a duplicacy. So just select all the assets, delete it. Now your template is empty, right? Now you click on import, select asset like before, select the Excel sheet, that is FD account loader again, and click on next. Now you need to do a manual mapping here to make Collibra understand under which relationship you want to map your column from your Excel sheet. That is, column is part of table. Under the full name, you just click on the drop down and you select column is part of table. This column is part of table. Here it is, this column is part of table 1, remember. Now click on next, test import, and that's it. We have 10 relationships here because 10 columns are there. I will click on import and close. Now you can see under this one, this relationship, all account loader tables have automatically mapped from the Excel, and also under this table contents column, all these columns which are part of this particular table account loader has come here. So that's it guys, from the making or creation of the relationship.